Capricorn, welcome to this reading. You might find it resonates more though if this is your moon or rising sign, but let's see. So, okay, we have the Six of Wands reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So, seems like your twin might be reflecting on how something in this situation to them has felt like a bit of a failure even, or a lack of a success. It's almost like they wanted to have achieved more by now with you. Perhaps they wanted to give you something, offer you something. It could be that something that was tangible started to grow but didn't blossom into its fullness here, or it could be that they just held this back and never offered or suggested this. You can see how when these cards are reversed, this guy here is actually looking over his shoulder at this pentacle here. So yeah, Capricorn, I feel like your twin is reflecting on what they consider to be their own failing in one way or another. Okay, let's see. Nine of Swords reversed. We have the Three of Cups reversed and the Fool. So Aries, Aquarius energy there. Okay, well, whatever this is that they think didn't go the way exactly they planned, I'm seeing they haven't given up on it. In fact, they're coming right back around. We have the Fool here, or at least hoping they can, hoping they'll have the chance to with you. I feel the reason, we'll see what this could be. I mean, it could be different things for all of you, but I'll still have a look. Whatever this was, a missed opportunity, something that started but didn't grow into its fullness here. I think the reason it stopped early or was never suggested, offered, given, is because your twin was feeling like, if I, proceed down this route, if I give this, if I continue on this journey that we're on together, if I take that natural next step, it's going to cause something here, some conflict, some stress, some tension with other people, Three of Cups, and it's going to put me in this place where I'm very, very stressed out, Nine of Swords in reverse. And at the time, it's almost like they were saying, I'm not ready for that, I'm not ready for that level of transformation. And look, we have Strength in reverse on the back. And now, I think your person is feeling that they let themselves down, because the Six of Wands can be about ego, pride. In this case, with it being reversed, I'm not feeling like it's someone being prideful. I'm feeling like it's someone wanting to hold their head high and be proud of themselves. But I actually think your twin is not proud of themselves. And this isn't a judgment that anyone is placing on them. And, it's their own judgment here, their own assessment of the situation. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so you may have felt that they were defensive, guarded, even a bit paranoid in the past. Maybe they felt that there was a threat produced by this connection and you were just trying to be, present and loving. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah. I think one of the reasons they're almost kicking themselves now is that there was a time when this felt absolutely right to offer. Everything felt right, but their fear got in the way. Thing is, look at this Wheel of Fortune. If you see this figure as almost sort of fate standing here, it's quite mysterious and we can't quite tell, is this a positive figure? Is it a bit sinister here? Okay, we have Sagittarius energy there. What else, please, for Capricorn spirit? Capricorn's twin flame. Yes, Four of Cups reverse. So they haven't actually given up. It's like, well, I wish I'd have done such and such better. So I'll make a change this time. I'll do it better next time round. Strength in reverse. Yes, exactly. Okay, so there's some way in which they would have needed in the past to stand up to another person or a crowd of people, and they felt they weren't able or strong enough to do it. In terms of what they wanted to offer you, I think, of course, naturally this varies a lot between each of you and your situations, but it's something your person felt was right, and also it was divinely guided. So let me see if I can get one more down here. Okay, so your twins' feelings, thoughts and feelings are very clear, actually. Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, something they wanted to give to you to try and maybe help you to trust them, open up to them, drop your guard with them if they'd upset you, to make up with you. Something they felt that you might really, really like. With this being the Queen of Swords as well, it could have been something that was like to do with words, communication, something around an intellectual connection here. So maybe something you both enjoy that they wanted to take you to or share with you, something like that. Okay, yeah, in your twins' thoughts and feelings, it's very much a reflection of they're thinking about themselves right now. But again, I know that sounds dreadful. Not in that egotistical way, as in like they're asking themselves, how did I show up? I feel like I let myself down. In which ways? How can I make sure I don't do that again? I think the reason they're not thinking too much about you right now is because there's no need. They know how they feel about you. Four of Cups reversed to me is the Ace of Cups, but with a past, with a history. So you're the one for them. You know, the Ace of Cups presents us with the opportunity of building up to that Ten of Cups, that emotional bliss fulfillment that's very rare and very unique. So that's just a fixed knowledge. That's a knowing in their mind. That's not something they need to consider, question. What they're doing is questioning themselves. Okay, how do I have this new beginning? How do I do this differently? I'm really interested actually to see when we get to what action they're going to take, because the Fool here suggests that they are on the move. This is something they're doing now. There's no need to wait, no need to delay. And even this dog down here, you know, sometimes in the depictions of the Fool, whether it's a dog, cat, normally, they normally look quite concerned. And this dog, yes, it's looking up at him, but it's actually quite peaceful, almost as if to say, okay, I agree, you know, you've done your planning, thought about it as much as you can, you're as prepared as you could be. Obviously we're about to jump off of a cliff, so it's slightly concerning, but I agree, we're ready to do this. So okay, you could have been waiting for a while here then, perhaps. You know, your person wanting to make sure I'm absolutely right. I'm absolutely right, I'm absolutely ready. Okay, I may be right in the assumption that you might be open to them making an approach towards you. Okay, so let's have a look. Action. Spirit, what action can Capricorn expect for their twin flame to take towards them at this time, maybe over the next couple of weeks, or a month or so? Okay, what can Capricorn expect to see from their twin, please? Yes, look at this, Temperance in reverse. It's go time. They are ready to move. So no more patience, no more delays, no more waiting. More Sagittarius energy there. Okay. Also, some of you may find that you have dreams of your person, your twin, and if you already do, they become more intense or clearer, or you feel like there are more significant messages coming through. Okay, so what can Capricorn expect to see from their twin? Seven of Pentacles. Wow, Seven of Pentacles reverse. The card of preparing, delaying, waiting. Yeah, your twin flame is done with waiting and planning. What action can Capricorn expect, please? We have the Ten of Cups reversed and we have the Seven of Swords. Wow. This almost feels like there's a bit of karma here. I feel that in the past, at some point, we can clearly see your twin chose to hold back their offer to you that would have allowed for forward momentum and growth with you, to kind of save face and keep the peace in a situation that maybe they weren't happy in, but there were other people, they didn't want the stress, they weren't ready, you know, to go through that trauma, that change. And I feel they face some karma because we have the Ten of Cups reversed and the Seven of Swords, and this looks, it's not a Seven of Swords of ooh hee hee I'm sneaking away with all the swords. It's an attack here, and one that this line is not expecting or, you know, can't see. So I think their choice backfired, and I think every day they were in this situation, whatever this other situation is for them, and being faced with the realization that this is not my Ten of Cups, this is not my Ten of Cups, I'm not happy, I could be happy with Capricorn. Okay. Have this, oh my goodness, the Seven of Wands on top of the Seven of Wands, except now I feel like it's changed meaning. First I think they were resisting you and this connection to some degree. Now I feel like what they're doing is saying, I'm going to fight for you, for this connection, because we have this impatience here and we know they're coming in for a new beginning. The Emperor in the reverse. Wow. Now the Three of Cups is upright. Okay, yes, this is, we're getting similar cards, but they have flipped. Your person's perspective has changed here, almost like it's done a 180. They're seeing something differently. I'm surprised we don't have more of, like, say, the Hanged Man or the Moon, the High Priestess, something like that. Okay, the Emperor here is reversed, so Aries energy, but these responsibilities, your twin could be a parent, a spouse, a boss, something like that. You know, they have some some big responsibilities here, and that held them back in the past. But with the Emperor reversed, they could be stepping away from those responsibilities, or stepping down, or changing something up here to make room for you and for your connection more. Also, I feel that this is someone who in the past was sacrificing their happiness for others in order to just be the Emperor, and now maybe they're realizing, I can do both. I can be responsible and still do what I need to do and show up for the people I need to, but I can also be happy, and I deserve that as well. Okay, so yes, Three of Cups. I feel that there is still some third party involved, romantic or otherwise, work, family, whatever, but yeah, I feel this is still here. Let's see. We have the Two of Swords reversed, and the Fool now reversed. Aries, Aquarius. Okay, it looks to me like your person here, your twin flame, is taking this leap of faith back towards you, but they're still going to need to take that step completely away from this other situation. Can you clarify this, please? Seven of Swords, the Fool, Two of Swords reversed. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, so there's some balancing out here. I don't feel that they're coming forward in any sort of deceptive energy to you. They're being very honest with you, but there could be someone else that you're very aware of already, that they're not being honest with yet. Like, there's a karmic, or let's say you work together and your employer says that, you can't date. You start dating, for example, but they haven't told their boss, or something like that. But that's going to need to happen with the Fool here being reversed. Okay, so in terms of action, it looks like they're coming towards you, but yeah, I think still expect for there to be this third energy around. Anything else for action, please? Knight of Swords reversed. See, there's a truth here, but they're not yet ready to completely just express and expose to everybody. I don't know, I'm feeling suddenly a bit tense. I think some of you don't like this, which is understandable. See, look, Death in reverse, Scorpio here. But yeah, something needs to go completely. Because yes, they can come towards you, for this new beginning, sure. But it's like this beginning, again, Ace of Pentacles reversed, it can't grow into its fullness unless this other obstacle has gone. And I think that's why some of you are feeling a bit like, I don't like that. I don't want them to come towards me with this other thing still, there. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so look at this. See, in this depiction we have this horse, or the skeleton of a horse, and it's being drawn forward by this coin that this guy on its back is holding up. You may have felt sometimes like you're this horse and your person is dangling this coin in front of you to motivate you, and the coin in this case is, yes, I'm going to leave so and so to be with you, yes, I'm going to change my job, yes, I'm going to cut back my hours at work, yes, I'm going to stand up to my community and of people or religion or whatever and tell them that I want to be with you regardless. But it hasn't quite happened, so it's almost like, well, they can come towards me, but I'm still going to hold back until they have actually done what they said they were going to do. Okay, so let's get you some messages. The number 1414 1414 could have an extra significant message for you. I just noticed that. Okay, let's see. So, Spirit, what would Capricorn's twin flame like to say at this time? I know the Capricorn's watching this to Capricorn. We have, my love, I have unwavering faith in us. In fact, I've never believed in anything like I believe in us. Please hold the space for this while I figure out how we can start building the best life we can together. Okay. Yeah, that feels true to me based on the cards we have here. I think actually, if we think about contrast, it took them doubling down in something else that they already knew they didn't want, and that situation becoming very bad, to really just highlight and confirm to them that, it's you're the one for them. I think they knew it anyway, but you know how we can know something on like this intuitive gut level, but sometimes we need our brains to get on board. We need that confirmation, especially if the thing that we know intuitively feels sudden, unexpected, improbable. Okay. Oh, well, I want to make love to you like you've never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else has known us before. I just want us to know each other like no one else before has ever known. Okay, I really just read that my own way, but got there in the end. Okay. I have some overbearing and controlling people in my life. Exactly. I'm afraid will try to control you too. So I'm working on good boundaries and gaining respect before bringing you into this dynamic. Yeah, and I think that's in the past why they were like, you know what, I can't do this right now because I'm overwhelmed by these other people. And yeah, I think they feel ashamed of themselves. It's almost, you know, going back to the Six of Wands reverse that we had at the start, it's almost like, oh, I let myself down. I wasn't strong enough. You know, we have Strength in reverse. Okay, and we have, I'm really depressed right now. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. I just need time to see through this darkness. Please let me be. So I actually kind of think they've probably been through that, and that's where they picked up a lot of insight and clarity and wisdom. Okay. Let's see. What else, please? What else does Capricorn's twin flame want Capricorn to know? Just got a glimpse of the card that said, I see your side of the story. We have disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. Wow, so with I see your side of the story, I wish you understood how I feel, it could be them saying we need to have a really good conversation and make sure that we're both clear, we both see it from each other's perspectives. Forgiveness, I'm struggling to get over the past. Well, I know they're struggling to get over maybe a lack of action or making the wrong decision, choosing the wrong situation or person, but you know, if you know there's something here that they might be struggling to forgive you for, or to forgive in the situation, or maybe there's someone in their life they need to forgive because they've been holding on to that pain or that wounding or that resentment, and it's been affecting choices in this connection, you know, but there could be something else here they're trying to forgive. Unappreciated, I felt like you didn't care. And we have reveal, I want to tell you the truth. So maybe they want to tell you about this dark night of the soul. I think just generally they want to reveal themselves to you, this pentacle, to you, this offer. Unappreciated, I felt like you didn't care. I mean, yeah, maybe they literally didn't, but sometimes I feel like this is almost like an acknowledgement of like I have my own wounding, and that was making me see things in a strange way, and you could have given me all of the attention in the world and the reassurance, but it wouldn't have reached me. Okay. Or, you know, it would have, but you know, it's like it was just going into a hole and I'd need more and more and more every day. So messages please for Capricorn from their twin flame. I will come back for you. Yeah, that's definitely their intention. I'm more affected than you know, so they could be seeming like everything's perfect, everything's fine. It's definitely not. You inspire me. Nice. You're the only person who truly gets me. Yes. Okay. They definitely feel that. Okay, so Capricorn, that is what your twin flame is thinking and feeling, and that's the action they're going to take. I do see movement towards you, but just bear in mind this third party situation that kind of scares them a bit, to be honest, because there's some degree of control in this. That's still present, and I would say they're halfway through a transformation there and releasing that. Maybe not exactly half, it could be a bit more, a bit less, but they're on their way. It's not yet complete. In fact, with death showing up in reverse, I would say it's more than halfway. It's almost like I know I need to take that final step to close that out, but I haven't yet. Okay, so let's get a bit of guidance and advice from Spirit. So this is really just one card to have a look at a possible blockage or blind spot, something that you might not be seeing about this connection or about yourself within this connection. So my hope is if this resonates, and it might not, and that's fine if it doesn't, but if it does, we can, you know, bring up some awareness around this, bring this into the light, and you'll be able to address it, release it, and move forward with more ease. Okay, so let's see. Whoa. We have the number 12. I'm sure there was another. There was. I'm not going to remember at all though. There's another sign I've already done who got this, and it was making me think of the Empress because we've got these hearts and these crosses. So that makes me think of Taurus, Libra energy. For some reason, Virgo is coming through as well. But yeah, so that's the sigil. Let me get the book to see what it says. Okay, so it's number 12. Let's see. Your goodness. If you have drawn this sigil, in this situation, you and perhaps other people do not see your own goodness, capability, or excellence. Maybe you are not feeling good enough. Yes, exactly. So Empress energy, get in your Empress power is what Spirit is saying. Whether you're a woman, a man watching this, doesn't matter. Be in a position of being ready to receive and knowing you deserve to receive, you're worthy of receiving. You don't have to give and give and give and give just to get the tiniest bit back. Now, this is bringing up this card for me. I felt like you didn't care. I'm seeing more and more that you obviously cared, you showed you cared, but maybe for your twin it was difficult to see this, to appreciate this, and since meeting them you've probably given a lot more in whichever way than you have received. And I feel what Spirit is saying is you might have a blind spot around really being able to receive